Okay guys, I'm back with more Katawa Shoujo. In the last episode, we were continuing to help Rin with the painting, mixing paints and other stuff. And then we went ahead and went jogging with Emmy the next day. And now we're in the shower stall, bathroom thing with Kenji, both naked. I try to brush the feeling off with little success. Money? Sure. Awesome. Wait, why do you need it? Can't you just give it to me because I had the goodwill not to run it through your pockets while you were in the shower? I could have, but I exercised restraint. And in the end, isn't it the thought that counts? Come on, be a pal. This makes no sense. If it's the thought that counts, I should withhold payment, since his thoughts were so clearly impure and his intentions are probably even more sinister since he can't tell me what they are. I say as much to him. I'm offended, man, but if that is your game, then fine. I guess I have no choice. I want to order a pizza, and I already have most of the cost of the pizza. I need your help for the rest. I guess on that pizza too, right? No. Wow, you asshole. Are you serious? Yeah, I would give you some, but you have class. You don't have time to eat a pizza. What about you? I'm not going to class. I have to wait for the pizza and pay the guy, and then eat it. It's not easy. You have to obtain the pizza stealthily. If you don't, everyone will see you, and the pizza, and they will ask for a slice. It's a hard world out there. Everyone wants a piece. Literally a piece. Then you're left pizza-less in an unforgiving world. It's happened before. That's how I know. Every day I plan my vengeance, so that when the people who wrong me order a pizza, I will be there, ever vigilant, not vigilant. Kenji strikes a dramatic pose completely without irony. But yeah, I only need like 400 yen. Please, you're my only hope. I can't go outside and buy my own pizza, it's too far. I try not to go out unless it's absolutely necessary. Let me tell you what happened the last time I went out there without carefully planning out in advance. I was outside. I can't remember what I was doing. Something? Standing? Maybe wondering how I got there. And then out of nowhere, it happened. Like a flash of lightning splitting the sky, like how you split a sandwich into 2 equal pieces to make it more manageable to hold and eat a bird crapped? A bird crapped on my head. It was the second most shocking moment of my life. What was the first? He ignores me and keeps going. I want to grab him and shake him. Is he just trying to keep momentum? I'll go with that, even if it's more likely he just didn't hear me. It was like in the openings of some kind of anime show. You know how there is always a part where the main dude is fighting his rival, and they fly at each other and clash swords. There's like a big dramatic colored auras and zoom. It was like that, but with poo. Okay. So yeah, I need somebody, please. Don't leave me hanging, man. I only need for like 1,000. You just said 400! I thought it was 400. Okay. What? I'll pay you back, I swear. You better. That's what it means to borrow stuff. I don't know when I'll be able to pay you back. You have 1 week. Kenji winces and makes a noise like a dying cow. A particularly disturbing fact given that his baton is conducting freely. Oh god. Really, Sal? Really? You're not supposed to be so tight-assed about money between brothers in arms. Man, men have it bad enough as it is. Did you know that male porn stars only make about half of what we male? What's that? That doesn't mean anything unless you're a porn star. So maybe I am a what? On the side, struggling to make ends meet as I fight the feminist agenda, and you can't even spot me your crumbs, you bastard. Nobody understands, nobody. Wouldn't feminists be against pornography in the first place? This feminist agenda stuff again? This stuff is important. I can see that you don't give a shit, but this is serious here. Feminists are a dangerous enemy, make no mistake. You take them lightly and you'll wake up in the morning with a knife in your back. Bam! Out of nowhere. How do you wake up in the morning if someone stabbed you in your sleep? Women are terrible at stabbing things. What's that supposed to mean? I thought you just said don't take them lightly. Well, I mean don't take them lightly for the big things. Individually, they are not a threat. But if there was some kind of war, like a big war, with men on one side and the feminist forces on the other side, it would be pretty ugly. Alright? And that day will come when the feminists come out of their central top secret worldwide feminist headquarters and say, it's on now, and say, it's on now, motherfuckers. You're being ridiculous. There's no big worldwide feminist headquarters building where would they even hide that? I mean, it'd have to be a massive... You couldn't hide that on Earth. Someone would notice a big fortress with women only on it, in it, not on it. Who said it was on Earth? I turn away from Kenji and start practicing frowning faces in a mirror so that I can figure out what kind of frown will best express my emotions. He can't see me from this distance anyway, which unfortunately means that he just keeps on ranting about any regard to sense or sensibility. Yeah, there's a war going on. A war not many know about, but it's a great one that will one day boil over and encompass all of the known world. Then we will have to pick sides. We will have to make stand. In fact, it's happening right now. Imagine it. The bloody battlefield, a vicious conflict without end. I almost gave up when I thought this cause was silly, when I grew tired of the bleakness of our fight, when I mistook the time the power went out for a feminist raid and thought the end was near. But then I realized that if I gave up, it would all be over, and I was like, whoa. And I knew I had to get serious, because I am the last sane man in an insane world. It's about duty. Must be a pretty crappy movement if it all hinges on one naked guy ranting in a bathroom at another naked guy. So can I have the money? He's blocking the way out. It's getting cold because I'm still naked and I want to go to class. So I agree to spot him the money. Awesome, thanks dude. We should go bowling later. What? Bowling? Yeah, it's the ultimate sport. There are almost no women bowlers either, making it also the manliest sport. Should I wear my pink bowling skirt? Skirt? Did I just... Somehow I could imagine him wearing a pink skirt, okay? Pink bowling shirt with matching shoes, or the pastel green with flower accents. There are bowling clothes? Maybe. Anyway, you had better pay me back. I can pay you back in stuff, right? I don't have the time to ask him to elaborate on what that means. I don't know. I have to get to class. You're kind of in the way. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I don't want to hold you up, and I have some stuff to do myself. The time has come. Time for what? I just like saying that. Okay, now the time has really come. For what? I have to use the bathroom. Get out of it. I was just going to, and what does that mean? It's a big bathroom, so I have to be alone, or I can't go. Pressure. Okay, what if someone else comes in? I'll think of something. I give him my practice frown, and it looks kind of silly reflected in his glasses. He either doesn't notice or doesn't see. Anyway, so I get dressed and run back to my room, feeling as though an eternity has passed since I woke up. Pretty much. That took 9 minutes. 9 minutes of him on the screen. That is time I will never get back. Yes, 9 minutes. I'll get him for this somehow. But right now I have to get to class. I'm the first person in class today, although I think I'm a little too early. Then again, sitting alone here for 20 minutes sure beats having to suffer that time with Kenji. Really? 20 minutes over 9 minutes? Well, I guess 9, well, you know. If something feels shitty, it's gonna feel longer, even though it's not. The combination of fatigue, frustration, and boredom starts making me feel very tired. I black out for a second, waking up when my head hits the surface of my desk. Rubbing my forehead, I realize this is as good as a reason as any to stay up for now and stop coming to class so early later. Eventually, I hear a tapping noise outside in the hallway, and Lily's tall figure appears in the doorway. She's not in this class, so she must have some other business. Maybe she's looking for Hanako. Lily stops at the door, looking hesitant as if she was a vampire who can't come in unless invited. I consider doing so because she looks rather lonesome standing there. She steps in on her own accord, though, after straightening her skirt and shirt collar as if it was of some importance to look prim when entering our classroom. Excuse me, she calls into the quiet classroom with a probing, delicate voice. I realize the silence might unnerve her because of her blindness, so I break it. Good morning, Lily. Isao? Good morning. I didn't hear you come in. I wonder if she thinks it's suspicious I didn't say anything to her before. It's likely if I were to tell too big a lie now, it would sink me. Well, I was already here just asleep until now. Oh, have you seen Hanako today, by any chance? No, she seems to come in only just before the bell rings, or after that. Do you want me to tell her something for you? No, it's fine. It's strange, but I think we're the only two people in the school right now. I didn't hear anyone else on my way here. I shouldn't have gotten up so early today, I guess. You're chastising yourself for doing something that other people do. Other people should. Punctuality is a good thing. I think so, anyway. It's a very busy morning today. The festival is coming up soon, and today is the deadline for event registration, budget reports, or any other official paperwork. It could be that everyone is trying to complete the necessary forms at the last minute. Maybe that is why it's so quiet today. Hi. Misha pops into the room with Shizune as if on cue, shouting with a loudness that makes Lily visibly flinch. Hi, Hichan. Hi. Look, it's the class representative. Hello. Lily smiles, probably amused by Misha's or Shizune's use of the word look. Good morning. Of course, you're not the representative of this class, right? I'm not. Lily seems a little more guarded in her answers to Shizune than she was with me the other day. I guess they really don't get along that well. And then I realized that Lily might actually not know Shizune is present, and she's trying to detect whether or not she is to know who she is talking to. For all she knows, she's talking to Misha, but knowing that she and Shizune are practically inseparable, she might expect Shizune being the one that actually talks. Damn, how complicated. I decided to help Lily out for my own peace of mind more than anything else. You're here early, Shizune. You were here even earlier than us. Misha puffs at her chest angrily. Why is she getting angry? Does she feel emotions on Shizune's behalf too? It's not that weird, though, that Shizune didn't like my comment. It's true I was here earlier than them, so me saying something like that could definitely be misinterpreted as anything. Especially to words Shizune, who doesn't have the benefit of hearing tone to gauge intent. Before I can start weighing whether or not I should apologize, Shizune has already moved on. Class rep, it's a good thing you're here. We have to talk. The festival is coming up in 3 days, right? Every other class has already handed in their projected budget reports for their events, even the first years, except you. Wahaha. There is still time to hand it in, isn't there? Today, the deadline is today. You're certainly taking your time, aren't you? If I had it my way, I'd have all the necessary paperwork days ago. But someone had to say the deadline, please extended. Yes, that was me. Finding something on this scale is not a small task, and a week is too small a time frame to expect a whole class to work out such a complex issue completely. Do you want to know what's harder than distributing the funds for one's class event? Handling the same matter for every class in the school, and then some. The one who does it, that is me. Misha puts her hands on her hips and stands up straight. Wow, she is really getting into the role. Really doesn't look like she's very amused, though. Hey, Shizune, aren't you being a little too hard on her? There's still a whole day left. Please, Isao, it's alright. Lily seems happy I'm taking her side, but a bit conflicted that I might not think she can take care of herself. If this is about the budget, then I'm disappointed you think I had forgotten about it. I understand how important it is. Then, can I have it, please? Shizune, she might not have it on her at this exact second. It's not here right now. I asked 2 students to take care of it for me, students from my class. Alright, another 15 minutes. I'll see you guys next time for more Katawa Shoujo.